Yes, I would do anything for meat. Yes, I would do anything for meat. I would do anything for meat. But I can't freeze in that. No, I won't freeze in that. Hello, everyone. I'm Tupperware Pete. G'day. It's a little bit cold outside. We're going to talk freezer. I've just been to the butcher, and not the butcher around the corner, but the wholesale butcher. Oh, my goodness, that's terrific, right? I'm going to freeze. Now, please do not come home from the butcher with this and put that straight into the freezer. This plastic bag is not going to prevent your meat from getting freezer burn. So, the Tupperware freezer containers will, though. You've got the freezer keepers and you've got the date, store and freeze. Now, can you see this little dial up? It's got 0 to 12. I can dial up the month that I have popped it in. So where are we? Yeah, we can dial up that month perfectly, right? And if you have a look closely, see the little increments in between each month? You've got the week. So I can dial up the week really easily. And I can come back in 6 months' time and go, oh, I put that in the 3rd week of July. It's time to eat this meat right now, all right? So what we've got, I've got this beautiful, I don't even know what this is. Oh, I treated myself to 1 rib fillet Angus steak. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this into our freezer keepers. Now, actually, before I do that, let me tell you some of the features and benefits of these freezer keepers, right? Let's start with the freezer keeper. This is the Tupperware freezer keeper. These are the ones that have the snowflakes on the outside. Can you see? See the snowflakes on the outside? Oh, this one's got an odd label on here. Let's just maybe not use that one. There we go. So there we go. Can you see there? The snowflakes are on there. With the seal, there is a slight little tab over here. It doesn't get in the way of everything while it's stacked up on top of each other. So it's easy to remove that seal. Now, these Tupperware containers are a little bit more flexible than every other Tupperware container. That's so that the food comes out of the freezer a lot easier, all right? Whether you've got, you know, a spag bog or a curry or a homemade stock in here, or whether you've got a chicken breast or some sausages or some stewed fruit or whatever it is you want to freeze, because of this highly polished inside on the inside here, you just flex that out, and it will pop straight out. Now, can you look? See here? See how this has got a curved bottom to it? When you've sealed it, that curved bottom is going to fit into this little indentation on the seal on the next one underneath. And so now you've got the air currents can travel around evenly. It allows for that snap freeze, which is the healthiest way to freeze your food. And when they're stacked up, can you see? The air currents travel around in between each one, up and down, all around, and it's exactly the same as the date, store, and freeze. Now, the reason why I love the date, store, and freeze is because they've got little feet on there, so that's raised it up, and they've got a see-through window there, and on there, and underneath in here. There is a snowflake on here to remind you these are for the freezer, and there's a fill line in here. Underneath, it has 2 capacities. It's like 2, it tells you, this one here, for example, tells you, it's 1 litre to the fill line, or it's 1.2 litre to the very top, because food expands when it's in the freezer. So that's why the fill line is just beneath the top of the freezer container, right? So I love these. And these are, again, flexible, just like the freezer keepers. They've got a thin wall, just like the freezer keeper, and that allows for that snap freeze to happen, all right? So what we've got in here, let's do... Actually, now that I've told you all about the freezer keepers, did you know this Tupperware Slimline silicone bags are also really good for storing frozen food into the freezer, as well as reheating food in the microwave, as well as cooking food into the oven, all right? So what I'm going to do is, I've literally just washed all of these up. I have got my small Slimline bag. You know, for when you just possibly couldn't fit anything else into the freezer, well, guess what? Along come the Tupperware silicone bags, and you can store anything in there, right? So let me just... I probably need I need a glove. Not to worry. What we're going to do is... Oh, look, she gave me some parsley as well. So we're just going to pop this straight into here. I am going to need a glove, because... we pop that straight into here. Look at that. There is... our rib fillet steak. We will just grab a Tupperware eco cloth just to wipe down. There we go. Look at this. We will just express the air out of there, make it like a vacuum seal. We grab all of our teeth. Now, look, much space is that going to take up in the freezer? That's 1 rib fillet steak in a small slimline silicone bag. A little bit of parsley in there. You can pop that straight into there. If I wanted to, I can vent that open and just bake it into the oven like that, or pop it into the fry pan. But we're going to freeze that ribeye fillet, and that's going to be absolutely delicious, right? So we've got that one there. Let me just show you what else we've got in here. What else do we have in here? Oh my goodness! I did buy some beef stir-fry, which would make a really lovely beef stew, actually, or a stroganoff or something like that. Now, in here, what you do is you find out, this is 600 grams, right? So what we can do, let's grab our thin one, which I know, off the top of my head, I know will fit 500 grams of mince, and on the bottom it tells me 2 1/4 cups or 580 mils. Let's see if this is going to fit this entire packet of beef stew, or beef stir fry rather. I've got beef stew on the brain, I'm not sure why. So we'll just pop this into here. Actually, maybe we'll make a beef stew one day. Or an Irish stew with lamb. Okay, there is our beef. Now, where's the seal? Where is the seal? There's our 600 grams of beef stir fry. Now, when I pop that into the freezer, because it's not in a big ball, it's going to stay, it'll freeze quicker. Because it's flat, it's going to defrost nice and quicker, and it's also going to be modular, so I can stack everything on top of it. So that's my beef done. How awesome is that? In here, I have got some marinated chicken pieces. I've got 1.2 kilos of marinated chicken pieces in here. Let me just grab the Tupperware scissors, and everybody needs at least 1 pair of Tupperware scissors in the kitchen. I've got 3 pairs. I'm just going to, it just makes life so much easier. And you can pull them apart for easy cleaning. And one side is straight, smooth blade, and the other side has got micro serration on there, which makes it easier if you are cutting up meat or veggies or whatever. It just adds that added little grip as you're cutting on whatever you're cutting up, right? So we've got our, what did I say it was? 1 point something kilos of chicken pieces. Let's do, in here, let's just pop this straight into here. There's our marinated chicken pieces. How gorgeous is that? I can dial up, remember, I dial up the date I've popped it in, and I can dial up the week I've popped it in. So all I'm going to do is just turn that around. Where are we? We're in the last week of, is it last week of June or July? I can't remember. So we'll just pop that up to there. And then we know when it comes back, 3-4 months time, we go, oh, this has been in here since then. I think it's time we eat these, and you can pull them out and defrost them or whatever. So there is our marinated chicken pieces into there. Right, how cool is that? What have we got next? There's our rib fillet steak. What have we got in here? Oh my goodness, what's this? Oh, I did get some marinated beef ribs. I might do them in a pressure cooker one night. If you're on the Tupperware Pete YouTube channel, just subscribe and you'll see all of my cooking videos in there. These are, oh, she double bagged it for me. How cool is that? All right, so let's do this. I don't know what that is. So we've got beef ribs, yum-o. Let's maybe pop them in one of these. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Get some of that sauce out of there. Yum-o. That's our sticky ribs. Sticky ribs. There's our beef ribs. We'll pop them into there, and we can dial up the date, the week that we've popped it in. There we go. Awesome. What's next, I wonder? What is next? Oh, look, chicken breast. I got 2 bags of chicken breast. I just asked him. I got 1 bag, and I went, you know what? It's so cheap. Let's get another bag. That's going to last in my freezer for what, 3, 6, 9 months? I'm not sure. I'll have to do the research. But basically, it means you can stop going to the butcher or stop buying meat every week. Buy it bulk. Grab the Tupperware freezer containers. You can see how much space you're going to save in your freezer. And you won't ever have to defrost your freezer again, because the peas are having a party in the corner. They can have a party in their own Tupperware freezer container, all right? Now this is 1 kilo of chicken breast. Let's pop some into there. We'll pop some into there. We can do this for stir fry or casserole. We've got 500 grams in each. And we will just stack them up into there, and we'll dial up the date as well before we do that. Let's dial up the date. We'll dial up the date. There we go. We've got those. Awesome. Let's grab another. Here we go. So what we're going to do is, I've got some if I'm doing a big meal, but what if I just want to have like one chicken breast for lunch or something? So what I'm going to do is grab this one here. Oh, look. This is like a chicken tender. We've got a little bit. Let's just do portion size for one. Oh, they're tiny little breasts, aren't they? So we've got that happening here. Then, oh, move that over there. And we will, just enough for doing like a, you know, like a lunch or something, if we wanted to do that. We just grab this. Oh, yum, oh. And this, let's grab another one. They're like little chicken tenders. They're awesome. Let's pop that into there. Let's pop that into here. Oh, there's another little bit over there. Delicious. Let me just wash these hands. So yum, oh. So whether we're doing apricot chicken, chicken cacciatore, whether we're just doing, I do a great chicken breast with camembert, avocado and bacon. Oh my goodness, that's to die for. So there we've got our little chicken breasts, and we can pop them up into the freezer as well. And I know you can grab some eyeliner or masking tape and you can label them up if your heart so desires. Oh, where's the other one? There is it. So there's our chicken. How awesome is that? We've got 4 chicken breasts. We've got our other lot of chicken breasts over here. And we've got our steak. What else have we got? Oh my goodness. It just keeps going, right? We have got in here, I did ask him to put 500 grams of mince in 4 different bags. It was on sale, so I thought, why not, right? So this is what I'm going to do. You ready? We've got 1. And we've got 2. And we've got 3. 3 date, store and freeze. 4 date, store and freeze. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab our scissors. No messing about here. We've got 1. We'll pop 1 over there. How awesome is that? We've got 2. 2 over there. And then that way, when you come home from work, or if you're wherever you're coming home from and you don't feel like cooking, you go, oh, I couldn't be bothered cooking, let's just get takeaway. You go, no, let's not get takeaway. Let's put our frozen meat straight into the Tupperware pressure cooker with your veggies and your sauce, pop it on for 25 to 30 minutes, and instead of having an 8-hour slow-cooked meal in 8 hours, you've got an 8-hour slow-cooked meal in 25 to 30 minutes. That's the Tupperware pressure cooker. It's absolutely awesome. Yes, meat from frozen will go into there. Absolutely it will. So, we've got that into there. We've got, oh, this one is, that looks like a little bit too big a piece of meat into here. Let's just pop this down over here. There. Let's just squash this down. Let's squash this down. Oh. And let's squash this down. Oh, that's a... I think we're a little bit lopsided there, Mr. Butcher, but that's okay. We can cope with that. So, roughly 500 grams in each one. Absolutely. Oh. I would do anything for meat. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Now, this is going to last me for, I don't know how long. How awesome is that? It's going to keep everything nice and neat in the freezer. I can easily see what I've got. There is my 2 kilos of premium beef mince. I can see what I've got. The air current's going to travel in and out and around. It doesn't matter where I've got them. I can dial up my dates. They've got those. I've got all of my chicken and my beef ribs into there as well. And, oh, some marinated chicken pieces. I've got more chicken breast into here. That can go into the freezer just like that. And I've got a rib fillet that I can pop in my silicone bag. How gorgeous is that? Remember, is that all of them? Yes. that's what I got. That meat's going to probably last me for about 2 or 3 months. If you've got any questions or suggestions, let me know. And remember, when you purchase an online business account with Tupperware, you do get a permanent personal discount of 15 to 25% off the entire collection. And you actually have an earning capacity of 15 to 25% as well. Now, in the meantime, before you see me next time, you know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.